Hey y'all, it's Kat from Kat's Southern Charms, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys marbling. These are the thinkers I've done in the past, and I had a lot of questions about how did I get these marble effects. So I'm going to do some more thinkers in different colors that I've had customers request and show you how I marble these guys. First of all, we're going to be doing a beach theme with a darker blue and a turquoise, and of course I will use my white base. I use the pigment paste as my base for my marbling, and then we're going to do one in purple and gold. Obviously have to have gold. So I went ahead, I pre-mixed my resin, and y'all have heard me talk about flash cures. Right now we're at the prom in the gym. We have way too much in one cup, and if I don't separate it out, put 20 kids in the library, 20 in the cafeteria, we're gonna have a flash cure. So let's separate this out into smaller cups. Then I'm going to mix up my colors, and I'm going to show you how I marble these guys. One for my gold, which doesn't take very much. One for my purple. And this, I'm gonna mix white. I think I'm gonna pour some back, because I don't need that much of these colors. These colors go a long way. And I really want more of a white base than a colored base. And I am using transparent inks for my coloring because I don't want it to overtake my white. Transparent's gonna give more depth to the white. In fact, let me pour some in here and the rest in here. All right, and I'll leave that little bit in case we need it for something. All right, so I'm gonna put my whites in there. Whew. Y'all, it is hot today. It don't like hot. All right, so my paste, see the paste? Every time I open my paste, I wanna stir it around, because I want to make sure that it's evenly combined. You know, I don't want any separation from the additives that they put in here. So I stir real good, and I wipe my stick on the inside of this underlip instead of up here, because you'll find you won't be able to get your lid off without putting it under hot water. Ask me how I learned that one. So it's not going to take very much white at all. So you saw I just dipped that in there, and I'm going to put it in my resin, put this lid back on. All right, and you can see how quickly this incorporates. Doesn't take long or very much at all. See that? And I want it, see, it's opaque. I can't see my clear stirrer, and that's exactly what I want. I want it opaque. So wipe that off, and then I'm going to, y'all, these silicone cups are great for cleaning up, but man alive, they're flimsy to pick up. And you see that? It's still from the stick, mixing really well. And that is what I want. Like I said, white is the base. See, look, opaque, can't see through. All right, so I'm gonna leave that over there. Let's add our violet. Oh wow, are you kidding me? Okay, so apparently this is not open. So, stand by. I have a purple tint. That is the same thing because tint is the same as transparent ink. It will never get opaque at all. All right, I have to take the lid off. This is a little pumper. All right, that's all I'm gonna put in there. Put this back in the bag because it's messy. Oh dear. Where are my wipes? Oh, isn't that fun? It's all right. I have just clean off. All right, that's good. Now, here's the purple, and you'll see what I mean. I put 2 pumps of that in here, and you see that? It's still transparent. You can see through it. That's what I want. Because I don't want 2 opaques competing with each other. I want to add a little depth to the piece. All right, so there's that. Let's add our antique gold metallic powder. I'm just gonna add a very little amount. It does not take much at all. And I'm gonna show you before I put this in there. Look, it's already combining. Super shimmery, beautiful. And this, make sure you mix really well because it is a powder and you don't want little clumps and lumps around in your gold. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? So, all right, there's our gold. Set it over here. Now I'm gonna do these beach colors. All right, there's my navy. May have to add some more to this. And I'm gonna show y'all, tell you a trick. If you want to make a color darker, like this says it's navy, right? And it is dark. But if you want to make it darker, all right, I add a little bit more of that. But let me see if I have my, oh, that's a paste. I don't want the paste. Excuse the arm reach. Aha, there it is. Add a drop of black. That will darken it. And I'm only doing 1 drop. Okay. And this is transparent ink, so it's not going to get opaque. It's not going to be a solid color. It's just going to make this a darker blue, which I want to easily be able to tell the difference between the darker blue and the teal. Definitely. Add 5 more drops of the navy. one more drop of black. And I am going to alright. I'm gonna let that work itself around while I'm mixing this. Alright, that's better. Always scrape down the sides, wipe off my stick. Alright, so that navy's good. Now, look how gorgeous, y'all. I love this color. So beautiful. Doesn't it make you want to be at the beach right now? How many of you are at the beach? Are you close to water? I'm in the mountains. I grew up in Pensacola with white sugary sand beaches. And I have to tell you, kind of miss them. Alright, so I am using a squirt of alcohol, but I tell you what, I have found, just spray the mold. I have found that using a paste, I have far less problems with bubbles. But let me tell you how I start out when I'm doing these. I actually drizzle some color in the mold before I start pouring. So I'm just drizzling some of that color in there. I'm going to do the same thing with the gold. I'm just going to drizzle some of this in before I start. Now, we're doing a ocean color here. So gonna drizzle some of that dark blue. We're gonna drizzle some turquoise. Y'all, isn't that a great combo? And then we're gonna drizzle some gold. Okay? Now, to make, and I'll do it in two. Alright, to make the marble, I take white, pour in some white, then I drizzle some purple. Ooh, stuck to my glove. Then I drizzle some gold. Okay. Then I'm going to add a little more white. Repeat. Some purple. And some gold. Alright, now I'm going to take a stick, and this is what I'm going to do. I am not stirring this. I'm going down to the bottom, pulling up, going down to the bottom and pulling up. That is it. I just want to incorporate. I'm going to wipe the stick. That's it. And see how it's marbled? Now, when I pour it, let me zoom in so you can see. When I pour it, look at the marbling. And I'll let it all come out. Okay, now I'm going to use the rest of this and pour another So I'm taking all of my white out. Getting every last bit. Okay. Now, same thing. Drizzle purple. I'm gonna have extra purple, that's fine. Drizzle gold. Okay. Now, remember what I said. Down, up. Down, up. And that's it. And see, it's marbled and swirled. Now I'm gonna pour. And I miscalculated my, all right. That's all right. That's fine. So, now I've done that, I'm gonna come and do some more drizzles on the back. Just drizzling around. Okay. You see how that's drizzled, right? Now, I'm gonna take, do I have my, oh, I'll use this stick. A thinner. Here we go. I'm just gonna use the end of a thin paintbrush. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna swirl. I'm not mixing it because I want that swirl effect, okay? And that is how you do marble for these thinkers. It's really simple, y'all. It's not hard. People try to really complicate it. It's not complicated at all. So, I'm gonna move this one out of the way. And you can see on the back, that gold really rises. See how it comes to the top? And it's real shimmery. Zoom back out some. There you go. So, that's how I get this marbling on the back of my pieces, because I drizzle more after the fact. All right, so let's do our beach theme. Now, going to use this white. Just gonna put that. Boy, everything is wanting to stick to my hands today. So we're gonna put white in. From dripping. We're gonna add some darker blue. I'm gonna add this beautiful, gorgeous turquoise. Then we're gonna add a gold. Okay. Now, I'm gonna wipe my stick off. I'm gonna use the same stick. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Down, up, down, up. See, that's incorporated. So let's pour I'm just going to pour it in multiple layers. And look, I can see here, so I'm going to take a toothpick and I'm going to go and kind of combine that there. Excuse the dogs. Y'all know I have huskies. Better move your tail, girl. All right, there's that. Now let's do another layer. In fact, I'm just gonna do it all. Just gonna do it all right now. Get all of this white out. Okay. Then we're going to drizzle blue. Drizzle teal, or turquoise is the proper color. And then gold. Okay, again, down. Till we have the marble. And here we go. Okay. There we go. Now we'll do the final step for these. Drizzle more blue. More turquoise. And then last, this gorgeous gold. Okay. Then I'm going to take my, well, the other one dropped, so we're going to use this paintbrush. And we're just going to swirl. And that's it. We're done. We are done. Now, let it cure. And I'm going to use the rest of this probably for some alphabet. I have a new mold that I got. That is, oh, I did not mean to do that. Comment below, have you done that? Dips too far in when you're cleaning up your edges. All right, so now we let these beauties rest, and this one I'll put a clear back on, no biggie. But there we go. And I will bubble sit. In molds like this, I will not use heat, because what happens, and I've been seeing this a lot in the group, people are complaining because their resin is sticking to the mold. Well, when you use heat, if you use this or this, either one, it doesn't matter. If you use it in a thin mold like this, you're gonna run the risk of it sticking to the side, and then your mold is like ruined, done, gone. So lately I have found anyway that if I spray and use 99% alcohol, and I got this from Amazon, not very expensive, and I've had that bottle probably 6 months with all the crafting that I do, and it still has that much in it. But like I said, I found that using the 99% alcohol way better for me than trying to shoot it with flames. Now, the only time that I really use a torch or a lighter is when I'm doing my canvas pieces. And I always use, a wood canvas piece, because I like that better. Then I will torch that resin, but I don't do it a whole lot, because heating your resin thins it out, and that means it's going to run off. And even here, if you heat this up, or if you use a torch or a lighter, you're thinning the resin and it's going to run over. See how it's domed up right now? Perfect. I want it that way because resin shrinks as it cures. So this is going to end up really perfect when it's done. But if you use heat, it's going to thin out and it's going to start running over the edges of your mold. So if you've had that problem, that's why. Anyway, so we're done with that. Now you know how to pour more marble, or how I do the marbling effects for my guys here. Easy. Give it a try. Let me know in comments if you try it. Did this technique work for you? Was it less complicated than you thought it would be? Was it more complicated? Do you feel more confident now? Anyway, comment below. Make sure you're doing the YouTube-y things. Like, subscribe, comment. That helps others who are looking for this technique, or maybe you're scared to try this technique. It helps them find our video easier. So do all the YouTube-y things. These are for sale. So if you are looking for some sassy accessory for your decor in your house or your office, comment below and we'll get them shipped out to you. They're looking for a haul. It is Kat from Kat Southern Charms. Look what we're gonna do. We're gonna unmold these beauties. I used my leftovers and poured a third one. And I did a lizard, but I'm not done with the lizard because he has no legs. No legs, so I gotta finish him up. So we'll undo that a different time, but let's start with this leftover one. Ta-da! This, don't expect a whole lot. All right. Come on, let your feet go. There we go. All right, gonna set this aside. Did you already peek? Did you? All right, let's see. See all the gold on the back. This is gonna be beautiful. Ta-da! All right, that's unique, y'all. I don't know. It looks like a skeleton. What do you think? Wow. That's wild. Okay, so that was with leftovers. That's kind of funny. Okay, set him aside. Let's do our ocean next. Loosen everything up. It's gonna fold you down. gonna push those to break. Excuse me, release that. Get the head out. All right, y'all. It's not totally cured, but I can get them out. I'm just gonna do it off camera. Okay. Oop. Y'all look, let me show you something. Ta-da! This is my soap mixture. So here's a tip. When you have a mold that doesn't want to release, I spray soap down in here, and you can see it is releasing, right? So I'll work it around inside, and look, released. See how that released? Now, this should come out much. Well, my nails, there we go, pop right out. Lifesaver for very intricate molds. Look at that, y'all. That is the ocean one. And I can tell you, when I put this in the sunlight tomorrow, I have some trimming to do, and I don't know if I have my, here they are. For my trimming, I have real good fabric scissors, and I just cut it, gone. Or probably would just peel right off. But that's what I use. See how clean that good fabric scissors are, a lifesaver. So there is our ocean. What do you think about that one? That gold's gonna be pretty in the sun. Okay, let's go to our purple one. Same thing. Let's go ahead and spray down in there. And I'm just gonna work it around. Spray down in there. Just gonna, look, it's already released. Y'all, I'm telling you, that soap mixture is a lifesaver for like the dinosaurs. The hear no evil, see no evil. That set, look, ta-da, right out. Fold that back. Look at the purple. Ooh, y'all. My people are gonna be super happy with this. Get that soap off. Y'all, look at that. How gorgeous. Man, that turned out great. So, there you go. There are our marble thinkers. That's really creepy. And just in time for Halloween. That's kind of crazy. So, which is your favorite? Tell me in the comments. Do you like the beach? Do you like the purple? Or do you like, what do you even call them? Bone face? Bone face, skeleton man. What should we call this one? Put his name in the comments and tell me. Anyway, now you know how to marble. Show me what you've done. And if you want to purchase any of these, leave me a comment below and I'll get with you and we'll make it happen. So there's this. We have more fun stuff coming in the next few days. Some brand new resin I have not tried. Very excited to try it and share it with you and show you how it works. So make sure you do all the YouTubey things so you don't miss what's coming next. Until then, happy arting. Ta-ta for now.